Hello, everyone. I'm sure Maya will be here to shut us down shortly, so let's see how much more of this puzzle we can get done before she gets here. Let's see. This one says it is a moderate puzzle from September 23rd, 2022, but it feels a bit difficult for me because I'm not knowing a lot of these. That's bad grammar. I do not know a lot of these answers. Um, let's see. 28 down. California airport with a C's candy store. I don't even think I know the name of the California airports. Um, let's see. I'm gonna guess it's LAX. And that didn't take, so that wasn't it. Okay, let's see. 34 down, share blank in a song. 34 down, there's no clues even for that. Oh, darn. Okay, 38 down, London's Old Blank Theater. I'm pretty sure that's the Old Vic. Oh, well, at least I got something. Did I get something? Yes, okay. Okay, maybe I should go back to the acrosses and see if I do better there. I like to do the acrosses that already have a clue in them. 5 across, Isle of Napoleon's Exile. I have no idea. 9, not in bottles. 5 letters. I un. I don't know. It feels like it should be un something. 14 across, group representation. That's a long one and only one clue in there. I have no idea what that is. 16 across, yogurt based Indian stew. That's on the tip of my tongue, but I still can't figure it out. see. 21. Jazz singer Carmen. I don't know. No, 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 no. 27 across. Low quality YouTube material for kids. Not a clue. Not a clue. This puzzle is not easy today. Okay. Let's see. 32 across, three letters. Funk hairstyle. Oh, that's a fro. I wouldn't exactly call it a funk hairstyle, but okay. Whatever. Um, 33. In order to. Four letters, second letter O. In order to. No idea. 36 across. Rick Moranis' thing as an actor. Uh, I feel like I feel like it's something that's going to be like shrink or something like that. But 13 letters, no idea. 41 across. Years in Latin cut. Oh, I thought it was annos. It must be anni. Yes, there we go. And I could not get that Eau Claire, that 42 across. I had just seen the name of that Wisconsin city in a book like this week, and I could not bring it to mind. Let's see. 45 across. Total jerk lawn care person. Scummy something, probably, because that second letter is C, but I have no idea. 50 across. Jazz saxophonists. Mir. Now, I don't know saxophonists. I don't know instrumentalists at all. 59 across. Meager cream cheese portion. Meager cream cheese portion. Mm-mm. I don't get what these long answers are supposed to be some sort of punny thing. And as soon as one of them gets answered, I'll understand the rest of them. But I can't. I don't get how the pun in this works. Puzzle schmuzzle. The name of the puzzle is Puzzle Schmuzzle, so I have a feeling it's going to be some sort of like cream schmeem or something like that, but it's not coming to mind. 66 magazine that sort of started Occupy Wall Street. No idea. Nine letters. Let's see. 68 across, four letters. It often symbolizes innocence. Last letter B. No idea. No idea. This is not going well. Okay, let's see. 18 down. Sommelier's suggestion. That would be wine. That's an easy one. I'm just grabbing whatever jumps out at me at this point. Oh, why is it not populating? A sommelier's suggestion would definitely be wine. Darn. Okay. There's already an I and an N, so it's got to be wine. Let's see. Did I type it properly? W-I-N-E. Nope, it's not taking it. I guess I'm wrong. Okay, 21 down. They're on the mic. I'm drinking Pepsi this morning because I am out of liquid cream coffee creamer, number one, and number two, I have powdered coffee creamer, but after I've said this on here many times, after years of drinking liquid coffee creamer, powdered coffee creamer just tastes funny to me now. But also, I am just not in the mood for hot coffee right at the moment. It is already, it's not even noon yet, and it's already in the 70s here, temperature wise. So I am not in the mood for hot coffee just yet. Okay, yeah, see, I'm looking at 59 across now that somebody's filled in a few more words. So it's going to be something like schmear, I don't know, schmear, severe. No, severe won't work because there's an N at the end. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't rhyme, but I feel like that beginning part is going to be schmear. What's 46 down? Big talk. Big talk, four letters, third letter P. I would have said a pep talk if it was three letters. Big talk. I don't know. 47 down, kind of heart valve. Um, oh. It's not aortic. It's something TRIC, but I can't think of what the first two letters are. Urgh. Um, uh, no. 48 down. Goes on after getting fed up. 48 and goes on. Oh, rants maybe? Rants. Yes, rants. That worked. Let's see. I still feel like 18 down should be wine. I don't know what else it would be. Okay, let's see. 49 down. Remove by cutting. Six letters. Remove by cutting. I would have said slice, but that doesn't quite fit. Um, nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. Not fortune. I'm still looking at that magazine, 66 across. It's not fortune. It's not. I see that Robin tried New Yorker. Let's see. That didn't work. Okay. Self starter. Okay. 61 Deep Blue Corp. I think that's IBM, isn't it? Yep, that's IBM. Okay. Okay. 60 down. Three letters. Smartphone. Outdated. A smart what's an outdated smartphone other than a Boyberry? Let's see. I command you, number one, to be plows. Oh, it could be mows. No, but did you don't mow snow though? Oh, that was a rhyme. Um. Ooh. The MLB injured reserves. One down, three letters. Huh. Three down. Oh God, could that be OMG maybe? Nope, not OMG. See, four down. Certain arm candy in tabloids. Could that be models maybe? No. Models, starlets. Starlets doesn't fit. Okay, let's see. Oh, I see somebody got 21 across. Carmen McRae. Let's see, 21 down. They're on the mic, so that would be MCs. 22 down. Good dishes. Oh, that would be the China. I would have got that earlier if I'd looked at it. Okay. 27 across. Low quality YouTube material for kids. Still don't know that one. 25 down. Form size as for teams. Form size. CHOSEN. Well, I got chosen. Let's see. 39 down. They may result in RBIs. For would it be bats? No. 40 down. Star Wars race. I know nothing about Star Wars, so that's not going to happen. Let's see. 25 down. Choose. 37 down. Ah, needle workers with a question mark. That would be RNs, maybe. Yes, RNs. Okay, so now 36 across. Rick Moranis' thing as an actor. Okay, so question mark. So he was like a nervous something. Nervous. Nervous. I don't know. Nervous. But yes, that was his thing as an actor. He always seemed to act a little bit nervous.
Moranis?
Let's see. Let's see. 33 across.
This is the last one, and then I'm taking down the
In
puzzle.
order to.
In order to.
Four letters.
Are there any letters already filled in? I can't see. It's very
S
small.
O.
In order to. Is it saying like in order to blank, or the word will mean in order to?
The word will mean in order to.
Because I would want to say so that, but that's not. S-O.
It's four letters. It's in order, and then there's two in parentheses, which means two would go with the word. So it's
Okay.
two, or something two,
Uh, ooh,
but
it
it's
feels
four
like it's like right
letters.
at the front of my brain.
That's what we've been saying this whole puzzle. There's been several words that are like right in the front of our brain. Oh, Ronald got the not in bottles on tap. Good job, Ronald. You can tell I don't hang out in bars. Okay, let's see. Error partner.
I got nothing. We're done with this. This puzzle is too hard and I'm getting rid of it.
Okay, I just got one more in there. Trial and error. Okay,
Oh, you can barely hear me? That is weird. Let me make sure.
I feel like I've been whispering the whole time. I don't think they could hear me very well either.
Okay. I'm gonna check my settings because I just had to replug in my mic. Um,
You said you're closing down the puzzle, and all of a sudden, all these words are coming to me.
right, I'm hearing the pings in the background. Okay, is this better? Can you hear me better?
You sound fine to me.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to our
Oh,
international man of mystery, Ronald. I did lean in closer, but also I'm a loud hoe, so I'm very surprised that you couldn't hear me in the first place.
you're not a hoe.
I'm not a hoe, but it's the fun thing to say. Well,
Mama, mama didn't raise no hoes.
mama ain't raised no hoe, but I wanted to say bitch and was trying to be polite and not cause a faux outrage, and here we
Oh,
are. You have
it
walked me
wasn't
into it.
wine. It was vino.
Vino.
Ah, I typed vino and it didn't take it. Wait a minute. One more. Come
Oh,
on,
because
take
she's
it.
got her
Oh,
fancy
oh.
microphone right in her face. Let me see, because I
There. It
did
was vino.
get. Let's see if I can
What?
find
Are you
it.
making fun of me having headphones on?
No, Ronald is saying you sound loud and clear, and I sound like I'm 3 rooms away. So I'm trying to figure it out.
Yes, we know.
Um,
I haven't been wearing my headphones for the past several things, just
ooh, this should
'cause.
work. Um, I might mute myself for just a second while I play around
He said
with.
when you look to the right, it gets louder. So are you leaning toward a
Yeah, because my
microphone?
my
Okay.
microphone is right there, and so if I look to the right, I'm talking directly into the microphone. ASMR. Um, See to my right, acting as a mic. Yeah, that's my. But this is the mic that I usually use, and it's usually to my right there. So I don't know why it's being weird right now. But give me just a minute. I'm gonna play around with some settings.
Ma'am,
It'll take just a second.
we've given you 30 minutes already. And you
And
took
I'm
our
worth it.
puzzle down.
I did. I'll put the puzzle back up while I'm playing. So sorry. So sorry. We're going back to this.
You're so
Ah!
rude. You're so rude. My, I was just starting to get some words. Okay, let's see. Chick? No. See, I was going to say PDA for that, Ronald, but I thought surely that's not what they meant for a smartphone. All right. Oh, instead of mere pittance, it's schmear pittance. CH. I. Oh, and Ronald got it the same time I did. I just looked down and see he typed it in there. Maybe it's probably schmear MERE instead of MEAR. You know, like mere pittance. CHMEREPITTANCE. Nope, that didn't work either. So what is 46 down? 46 down is big talk. That wouldn't end with an R because the third letter is a P.
Hello. Am I being
So
heard?
you are being perceived.
Yay! Does it sound
It's,
better?
it sounds like you're talking into a solo cup, but okay.
Oh no! Hang on. Maybe I can change the setting.
47 down. Kind of a heart valve.
Red solo cup.
Ventral, atrial.
All right,
Uh,
Ronald says much better, so I'm going to do this. So goodbye, crossword once again. I'm going to fix my light in a second. I have a little. They sell these little microphones at Five Below now, and my computer happens to have a USB-C port on it, so I can plug in the receiver that normally goes into my phone, and so I can look like the people with the tiny microphone,
oh, Lord.
the YouTube people. I'm gonna clip it.
You mean the TikTok people?
I mean, yes, the TikTok people. Oh my god, my brain is so out of TikTok. I don't, and I want to go. I keep having ideas for videos, and but it feels so overwhelming to try to go back after I've been gone for like it's like 2 years at this point.
Okay, now you're not talking at all. There's no sound. We're doing a silent movie here today, y'all. I'm drinking Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. I don't know that I would recommend it. It's all right. Baja Blast. I've never had Baja Blast.
Okay, this should be better. I
Yes, now you sound fine.
so what happened was the microphone died. It worked long enough for me to say 2 weeks and then it died. So I'm plugging it up now because I realized I hadn't ever actually like properly charged it. I just used it with the charge that came out of the box. Yeah. So let me move the
Much
mic
better.
closer to me. And let me make sure I don't have any weird settings on in the computer. But I'm gonna do
Ronald said, just
that.
go. It's fine. He's getting tired of us doing all this fooling around. I don't know why you
Okay.
keep showing up every week, Ronald. You have no patience with us.
These are our shenanigans. This is what happens every time. This is part of the show. Okay. Let's switch the music and get going. One of my the track that we play during the normal stream is no wait, which one's the one I'm thinking of? Is this the one I'm thinking of? Yeah. So this track, the track that we play during the normal stream, is called Jane Street, and one
Hmm.
of my YouTubers that I watch fairly regularly, like I watch most of their videos that they put out, they
Hmm.
had started using this track in their like during their crafter YouTubers. So while they're like,
Hmm.
oh, we're testing out these resin molds, or we put the thing in the resin
Hmm.
molds and something went wrong, so they started using this track for their like kind of explanation sections or whatever, and I'm like,
Hmm.
my music, they stole my music. Are you ready to do intro?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wednesday morning edition of the Conversation Chair. I am your presenter, Danny, the Lethargic Glass. And here with me is my multicolored spawn, my co presenter and wee bairn.
Artemis the fatigued again. I'm still tired.
Aw, that's our regular state at this time.
Yeah.
But if you haven't been here with us, we are just a little chat show. We are here for your body doubling needs. We are here to be your audio ambiance. We are here to be your background sound. We are here to be with you to keep you company while you are cooking breakfast, while you are putting in another load of laundry, while you are taking care of the rug rats, or while you are trying to figure out how to tell that cute pet sitter that you're not really a frog, but you are really the guy who saved you from your ex who got drunk and broke into your apartment.
No, run that back one more time. Hang on. What? To legitimately take that one more time because I feel like I lost what go. Did you say frog?
Frog,
Say the whole thing again. You're not really a frog, but you really are what?
you're not really a frog. You have to tell the cute pet sitter that you are not really a frog, but you are
Okay.
the cute tattooed guy who saved you from your drunken ex who broke into your apartment.
Okay. Okay. Frog detective.
Funny, Ronald. That last bit is not my real life.
I would
It
hope so.
is
I don't. I
it
don't think
is
you're a
a
frog.
it is a novella from a new Mail series that I am reading. I don't know why I read Mail. I am conflicted about reading Mail, but The Care and Feeding of Demons. This is the third book that I've
Okay.
read in 2 days. I just started yesterday. I read two books yesterday. And this is
They
the
must be
third one. I
short.
just started today. They're not super short. This one's a novella, so this one's shorter. This
Mm-hmm.
is by Shannon May, by the way, and it's available on Kindle Unlimited. Um, they're not super short. I just read fast. Yeah, I mean,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
if you look at the time, because Kindle gives you an estimate of how long it'll take you to read the book based on how long it's taking you to read other books.
Mm-hmm.
The app does that, and it take the first couple books were rated at like 4 hour reads.
How many pages are they?
I read books. Well, this one, the I have this app set to give me true pages, like regular book
Yeah.
pages. Even though I'm reading it on a phone or whatever, it gives me the number of regular book pages,
Okay.
and
Good.
so they're about 200 pages.
This.
I think this one's less than 200 pages. Let me look. But the ones that I usually the first two that I read, yeah, this one's 140 pages. Typical time to read is 2 hours and 48 minutes because this one's a novella offshoot from the second one that I finished yesterday. But yeah, I'm enjoying them so far. The
That's
series
cool.
is yeah, the series is basically heaven and hell are kind of falling apart or something. Is kind
Mm-hmm.
of the backstory. That's not really the foreground
The main
story.
story is boys kissing boys.
But the main story is these somehow these demons are getting attached to humans, and them somehow without them knowing it, the human is the missing piece of the demon's soul, and
Okay.
when they match up, then that stops the cracks and the blood coming down the wall in heaven.
Okay. Okay.
So 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 God and Satan, or Yahweh and Lucifer, would like more of these pairings to happen, but they have to
So
give them free will, so they have to let them.
gotcha. So God and Satan, are you reading this book like kiss 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 kiss?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know why
uh,
I read. I
Ronald is saying, "Good Lord, these books I'm reading are 14 hours long. That's so many hours." The one girl has been
Oh,
teaching the
because you're
other
doing
about her.
audiobook, aren't you? Are you doing audiobook, or is he saying 14 hours to actually physically read?
I don't know. Ronald, answer in the chat. Also, Hawthornberry? Is that supposed to be
A euphemism.
okay? Okay. Okay. That's hilarious. I too have done a book. Oh, he said yes, audiobooks. I too. I mean, girl, you know you can put them on 1.5 speed because that's what I do sometimes, especially if the narrator reads just a little
No,
slower than I would like.
I
Just
cannot. I can. We've discussed this. I have to be able to understand the words that they're saying,
you can
and I
understand
can't.
the words.
1.5 is like the fastest I can go, and that's only if somebody is like reading really slow. They have to be like really dragging it out for me to go 1.5.
Truly, sometimes when I am watching YouTube videos where they're doing like a tutorial or like a long explanation of something that I want to know, sometimes I'm like, maybe I'll just pay for like 1 month of YouTube Premium so I can get that 3 times speed. Because you have 2 times speed, and then it has a little three, but it's in red because you have to have YouTube Premium to do 3 times speed. And I'm like,
I have never seen
ooh.
that. I do not know because I don't speed up anybody on YouTube. The only time I've used the speed on YouTube is a couple of times I have slowed down Philip DeFranco because he talks so fast and he was talking about something that I was interested in, but my brain was not catching, it was not understanding, and I had to slow him down
I watched Philip
because
DeFranco on 1.5.
he was talking too fast. I watched him on normal speed. Your father walked in one day and he said something to the effect of, "What's wrong with that man's voice? Why is he talking so fast?" And that was at normal speed.
No, that's just normal speaking speed.
He thought maybe I had the TV set on something to make him talk that fast.
Not Philip DeFranco talking too fast.
Philip DeFranco talks fast. When he does his
He
own
talks it
show by himself, he talks fast. When he has another show that he's been doing with
with
another
Promania.
podcaster,
Yeah.
with Promania, yeah, and he talks at a normal speed when he talks with him. But when he does his own show, man,
He's like, get through this information. We got
he is
segments to
speeding
get
that up.
through. See, that is, I will, given what I want, I would watch him on 1.5, but he's one of the people that I wouldn't mind to watch on regular speed. There are some people that I'm like, if I have to watch you speak on at regular speed, you are speaking, I don't know what it is, but some people like the speed that we're talking right now, honestly, like no offense to you, this is probably my brain. Sometimes I'm like, I wish I could put mother speaking on 1.5 speed. Yes, mother speaking at 1.5 speed would be good. Because there are some people that, like, you're not nearly as bad. You, especially since we're actively having a conversation, it's not as bad. But if I'm just listening to someone talk and they're like, welcome, everyone. Or if you've been here before, welcome back. Today, we are going to go over the thing that I had mentioned a while ago.
Oh God, stop!
But
Please,
yes,
please
that's
stop.
how it feels. That's how it feels. And it hurts. It is painful. I feel like I'm losing years of my life
See,
trying to watch this video.
for me, it's not like I want to speed them up. I want them to cut some words out.
Yes, it's that too.
That whole sentence you just said didn't need to be said. Matter of
But
fact,
the thing
you
is,
said about 4 sentences already that you could have cut
that
out
was nothing.
and got to the point.
Exactly,
So
but
it's
you
not that I
never
need
know
to
if
speed them
someone's going to
up.
be like, there was something that I mentioned last year. Actually, I know everyone in the Epstein files that I didn't say. And so you don't know if you can skip something or not.
Oh Lord.
It's just like, so I speed it up so I can, because I'm like, I want all of the information, but I don't want to skip because I'm afraid I'm gonna miss something. Like when I put it on 1.5 and depending on the person, 2 times speed, I'm hearing everything they're saying. It's not like it's not like skimming where you like might miss a thing unless I'm actively doing something else. But I could be like sitting here watching 2 times speed and all the information is going in my brain. I'm just like, cut some of it out.
Yeah, Ronald, I'm not trying to put anybody on 1.5 speed or 2 times speed if they're British. Come on now.
Speaking of which, I had a customer come in yesterday to work, and I think she's Ukrainian, because we have a decent Ukrainian population in this area. I think she's Ukrainian, so she has she perfect English. Her English was perfectly fine, but she had a heavy accent, and I feel so bad anytime I speak to somebody with a heavy accent, because it truly takes like a full 30 seconds to a minute for my brain to acclimate to what I'm hearing, and then I'm like,
Uh-huh.
okay, we're locked in. But in that 30 seconds to a minute, I'm gonna embarrass myself. She had to spell her name for me 3 times for me to pull up her account in the system, because she said A and I thought I heard E, and then we went through and then she said I and I thought I heard A. It was like she had to do it 3 times. I'm like, I am so sorry, it's the end of the day, I'm sorry about it. And then finally my brain locked in, and then we were having a full conversation. I was able to recommend some stuff for her cat, but I was still just like, oh no.
Yeah, Ron's saying that he had to fast forward through the last few episodes of Devil's Plan in season 2. That's kind of how I feel about the Korean. I want to like some of these Korean game show challenge
Mm-hmm.
shows because the premise is very interesting, but they do not have the American pacing. Their pacing is very, let's hear everybody's thoughts, and so everybody says, "Oh, I recognize that person from here. I recognize," like, and they start their shows with 100 contestants, and that's
That's so
every
much.
contestant who walks in. All the other contestants are commenting on, oh, how I recognize that person, how I know them from. I'm excited that they're here because it's going to be a real challenge. I feel
Yeah.
honored
That
to be
is
challenged,
so different from
and
American shows, because in American shows, you could go 3 episodes and not realize a person was on the show because they will not
exactly,
show them unless they say something interesting. Like, I think
exactly.
we were watching a season of something. I think it was, we were watching a season of Traders or something, and we were like such and such, and then the black guy got voted, or no, somebody got voted off, and I'm like, there's a black guy on this show. It was so wild. I was like, how long has he been here?
Lord. Well, life updates. How are things going? You said you didn't mention Faye Nectar last time, so you wanted to mention it this time.
Oh yeah, Faye Nectar sent me an email. They are starting up doing events with vendors again, and so they sent out. They're like, these are the dates that we're gonna be having vendors. You might not get all of them. Just tell us which ones you want to, like, you would like to be at, and we'll let you know which ones that you're able to come to. So I sent them the email. I have not seen anything back from that yet, and I think the first event that they had was in May. So
Hmm.
we'll see about that. But I also, before we get too far away from like books and stuff like that, we
Well,
also,
we're going back to books because books is our media consumption. I was trying to get our life
oh,
update out of the way.
no, we are. This is part of life updates. We are.
Okay.
What I was gonna say is, you and I just recorded the first 4 episodes of us playing Tiny Bookshop. I wanted to say it at the top before we lost anyone. We just
Okay.
recorded the first 4 episodes of us playing Tiny Bookshop. It was very fun. It's if anybody hasn't played it yet or hasn't heard of it, you basically play as this person who's moved to a tiny seaside town called Buxtonbury, and you're opening up a little bookshop in a caravan. All of the books that you get are like, you buy them out of classifieds in the newspaper. But the really interesting thing about the game is, people will come in, they'll flip through like books or whatever, but every once in a while someone will be like, hey, I need help finding a book that I might like. And they'll be like, I'm a mom, I don't have much time to read, so I want something short, less than 200 pages, but also I'm really into fantasy and I really liked Lord of the Rings or something. And then you look through the selection of books that you've chosen. So you'll choose like so many fact books, so many travel books, so many fantasy books, so many kids books. And when you go through and look at them, they're actual book titles. They're like actual books in the real world. And so you go through and figure out which book you would recommend for this person, which is very fun. We both found several books that we're like, actually, I want to read this in real life. I'm going to add this to my list. So it's very fun. I don't know when we're gonna be putting them out. I just sent the episodes to, I need to go back and delete them off of Evie Months.
You
But I
do because
just sent,
yeah, I was going to mention that to you later. You're taking up our Evie
I'm
Muck's
sorry.
space, so you need to delete those off of there.
Yeah, I'll do that right after this. But I just sent the episodes to Chloe to edit yesterday. Because it took a while for them to download. So I just sent the episodes to Chloe to edit yesterday. So I don't know when she will be able to get to that. But she has 100% agreed to edit them. So You'll see them
Yeah,
sometime.
I mentioned it to her yesterday too. I said these are gonna be a hot mess. I hope you know what you got yourself into.
Yeah, I in the email I was like, you watch probably more YouTube than me. I trust your editing skills. I trust your editing style. Just do whatever you want to do. I don't know. I should set myself a reminder to delete those episodes off. I'm gonna do that right now. But yeah, I was like, do whatever you want to do. Change the titles of the episodes, thumbnails, whatever you want to do. So we'll see how they come out. But it was a very fun time.
Well, good, good. Well, day before yesterday, right as I was going to bed, I made a sudden movement and strained a muscle in my inner thigh.
Ooh,
Very painful.
sounds like it.
Very painful. I immediately gulped down 3 ibuprofen and rubbed some lidocaine on it because you know how I avoid
Yeah.
taking ibuprofen. So
Ari said sometimes I feel like I'm Art to Jiminy Cricket for reminding things. Truly, truly you are. If I had the money to pay you, then that would just be your whole job for the rest of your life.
So I, even though, and I'm about to say something that everybody's going to go, no, but let's be real. This is what people do. Your father had a shoulder injury and he actually went to the doctor and got
Oh,
medication.
I thought you were gonna say something
So,
scandalous.
so he gave me some of his medication and said, this is what helped me with my shoulder. So take this every 6 hours and then rub this cream on it. So that's what I've been doing since
Has it been helping?
yesterday. And yes, so far it has been
Good.
helping. However, I feel like there's a time limit on me sitting in this chair. Right now I feel good. But I don't know how long
We
I'll
know about the
last in
chair
this
time
chair.
limit. We will, yeah, if we need to cut early because your time limit on the chair is gone, just let me know and we can go.
So I'm just letting you know up front. Okay, I thought of a new segment like we're a TV show, but I didn't know what else to call it.
Segment.
Um, that we can do up top because I call it Tiny Delights.
Tiny
Because
delights.
Tiny Delights because I am a person um who I I I little things make me happy, and
Same.
little things make me happier than I think they make most people. I think if this was the 90s, this would be something you'd write down in your daily gratitude journal.
Mm.
Remember gratitude journals used to be a thing? These are the things you'd write down in your gratitude journal. But I thought this would be, at the top of our episodes would be a good time to just mention little things that delighted us over the week. I have
Okay.
three from the
Oh,
past
thank you,
week.
Robin. She said we are
That
her
is
TV that she looks forward to. That's so
that
sweet.
that is sweet. I have three that I wanted to mention. The first one is floral bandages.
Oh, they
I
have flowers on
I
them?
Yeah, I got a cut. I still have it. I don't think you can see it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can I put myself up to
Oh,
the?
that looks like a
Can you see
paper
it?
cut. That looks rough.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a paper cut, and I bought a while back. It's got to be at least 4 years ago. I bought a box of Band-Aids. I don't know why, because we hardly ever use Band-Aids in this house.
But you want to have
But
them when you need them.
I had gotten a cut or something, and by the time the Band-Aids got here, I didn't need the Band-Aids anymore. But it was like I had wrapped like paper towels and duct tape around a cut that I had, so I said, okay, we're not doing this again. We need to have Band-Aids for the
Hmm.
future. And so I bought Band-Aids, and luckily I managed to find the Band-Aids that I had bought 4 years ago and the Neosporin, and I had bought Band-Aids with flowers on them.
So cute.
So as
Are
I'm
they like
going to work
realistic
with these,
flowers or like artsy flowers?
no, it's artsy, like watercolor
Oh,
looking flowers.
cute.
So I don't need the band-aid anymore, but it was nice having a little floral band-aid on my hand every time I look down and go, oh, that's cute.
Oh, I love
My
cute band-aids.
my other one is dish spray, which
Oh,
may sound weird.
like the
Yes,
dish detergent, but you
we
spray it and it like
normally
foams
buy.
up.
Yeah, we normally buy regular, just
No,
squeeze dish detergent.
I
But
didn't
your
realize you
father,
were
for some reason,
wealthy.
your
Got foaming dish spray.
I know your father for some reason bought some Dawn. I buy like store brand squirt stuff,
Yeah,
but he for some reason bought some Dawn in a
sponsored
spray
by the baby
bottle
ducks.
because there's only three of us here. And pretty much, I mean, Chloe loads the dishwasher because Chloe uses all the dishes. But your father and I pretty much use a plate or a bowl. And when
Mm-hmm.
we take our stuff downstairs, we wash it. And so I
Mm-hmm.
squirt, instead of filling up the whole sink full of water, I take my bowl, I squirt the stuff in it, and then run the water and wash it right quick, sit it in the rack. But I feel like I use much less soap with the spray
Yeah,
foamy thing than squirting
that's how I feel at
the
work. Because at
other.
work we have, it's not the kind of bottles you turn upside down, but it's the same like liquid dish soap. But it has the kind of pump that you would have on like a hand soap, where you like
Uh-huh.
push it like that. And so when I'm at work, I'll like heat up my two little corn dogs on the plate that
Hmm.
I like to use, and then I like do a pump, and I'm like, this is so much for the like remainder grease of corn dogs on my plate. There, I don't need this
Yeah.
much, but like, there's no way to get less than this.
Yeah. So that makes me happy because I can you can see it's a clear bottle so I can see how it's going to, and like it's barely going down, and I've been using it a lot. So
Hmm.
I know I'm using less soap than the other soap. And my last one is this was hard to explain, but I mean it was hard. It's easy to explain, but I don't have a name for it. I don't know what it's called. But there's two different versions of it. I just listed it on here as when I last played a game
Hmm.
because I don't know if I mentioned this before, but iOS did an update and they added this new games app. Did I mention
Hmm.
that? Where all the games are put together
I do not
in
recall.
one spot. Do you see the rocket ship says
Oh
games?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And so I can go into that and then it has all my games, but it also has
Ah.
when I last played them. So,
Okay.
and that's what I was talking about. That even if it's a game that I hadn't played in a while,
Hmm.
and I can sort it just by the ones that are currently on the iPad or, I mean,
The
on
ones
the
that you had
device,
before.
or, and I can have it sorted so that the ones I played most recently first or sorted alphabetically or whatever. But it'll always tell me. And so I just think it's interesting to see, oh, I played this a year ago. I played this, in 2019, blah, blah, blah. And on Switch, we're playing Switch with
Hmm.
Chloe, and I don't know if this is part of the Switch or if this is part of the particular bundle of games because I remember we were looking through. She has several of these bundles that are like Namco
Yeah,
Classics
we have the name of the classics.
and Super Nintendo Classics, whatever, whatever. And you go in there and you go to look at a game, and because her birthday is associated with her profile, you go to look at the game and it says this game was released when you were 8 years old.
Oh,
And I just thought that was amusing.
that's a cheeky little thing. I didn't know that. I need to go back
I
and look at that.
so I don't know if it's part of just that bundle or if it's something that Nintendo does in general. Because I hardly ever use my Switch, so I
I
don't
don't think
know.
it's something that Nintendo does in general because I haven't seen it on anything else. But I also don't
Mhm.
play the Namco classics very often. We've got either Namco or one of the classics because
Yeah,
we've
I
got the
don't know if it's
older Super
Namco
Mario games.
Classics or if it's the Super Nintendo Classic
Hmm.
one, or I don't know. I'll have to ask her. But I just thought it's that just tickled me when we were
Yeah.
looking through her thing and she showed that to me. That just tickled me. So those were my tiny delights for the week. Do
I
you
have a
have any
couple
tiny
tiny
delights for this
delights.
week?
My first tiny delight, Wayne found these at Five Below. They are
Oh,
delicious, and they're
is
kind
that
of small.
white
It's just
chocolate on there?
no.
Okay.
It's just I'll pull it up. It's just like a little rice puff, like when you get rice cakes, but they're tiny,
Oh, okay.
tiny. It's just a little rice cake with some chocolate drizzled on, and it has some freeze dried
Oh,
strawberry. And
oh,
they are one, they're so good. Two, 21 pieces is only 90 calories. So
oh!
it's like a
Wow.
decent handful for like not that many calories. It's a very
Mm-hmm.
good snack. So these I'm very much enjoying.
Cool.
These are my favorite ones so far, the strawberry ones. But Wayne also got there's French toast ones that taste like she hates white chocolate.
Oh, I
I
hate
love
white
white
chocolate,
chocolate. She hates
Ari.
white
I
chocolate.
hate white chocolate.
We will sit here and argue about it. But those are at Five Below. They're called Drizzlicious. They're very delicious. He got a French toast one. They taste like, if you remember the honeycomb cereal, it tastes just like that. Those are so good.
Ooh,
One of my
that sounds
coworkers
yummy.
said that they have, I think you can order stuff from Five Below online, Robin. I think they have it online so you can order from. But and then one of my coworkers said that they have a birthday cake flavor one, and I'm like, ooh, that's dangerous. I don't know if I want to try that, but also I do because I love birthday cake flavor stuff. So
I do not
those,
like birthday cake flavored stuff,
because
but
it's too sweet for you.
yeah, it's too
It's
sweet.
too sweet for you. But me want me. I love that. My second tiny delight is last time I weighed myself like 3 days ago, I am down 16 pounds.
Good for you. Good for you.
It's been some hard work because my friend Sumaya canceled her gym membership because she needed to save some money for stuff. And so we haven't been going to the gym regularly like we were before. And so I've been trying to like stay active, playing Beat Saber and like doing stuff in the house. Plus I'm getting a lot more walking around at work. So,
That's
but I'm
good.
down
That's
16
good.
pounds. My third one is for anyone who knows knows that I love Gem and the Holograms, and I ordered the shirt and was really surprised. I was really scared that it wasn't gonna fit because sometimes you order things from like Temu and Amazon and they're like sized weird, but it fits.
Yay.
I have a Gem and the Hologram shirt.
Yay.
Truly, truly outrageous 1987 tour.
Yay.
And it's like it's a
Lovely.
very like 80s shirt. It's got the like off the shoulder. This part I ordered it extra big so that the body would fit me, but I knew that the strap was going to be kind of long, so I tied it up. I'm eventually going to go back and like sew it down, but I have been wearing it tied up like this because I like it.
It looks cute tied up like that.
Yes. So this, and then I think my final one is a little gross, but the other day I had my I was wearing my little earbuds, the little brown ones that are like skin tone colored, and one of my ears was like, it was so quiet compared to the other one. I was like, is my earbud going? I'm like, no, it's probably earwax. So I take out the earbud and I look, and there is some earwax in the earbud. It's so good. I have seen every episode multiple times, Robin. I've seen every episode multiple times, and I have the DVD. I got the DVD set for, I think, Christmas one year. I think Isaac got it for me. It was so good. I was not alive when it came out, but they put it on Netflix one day, and I was like, the love
What
of my
is
life.
this? Yeah, I remember when you discovered it.
Because it's so crazy. First of all, they write like 3 songs per episode, which is wild. And then also the enemies in the show, the Misfits, they should be in jail. They like bomb threat. They tried to put a bomb in an orphanage. They tried to sink a ship with people on it. Attempted murder.
You could
Honestly,
not get
multiple
away with
attempted
that
murders.
on a kid's cartoon in
Yes.
the year of our Lord 2026.
And also just like fraud, like company fraud, like all of these things. It is so crazy. Anyway, love that show. But so my final tiny delight is a little gross. So I took my earbud out, and yes, there was a bunch of wax in my earbud, but I put it back in. I was like, no, something still feels a little clogged. And so you shouldn't do this. I'm not condoning this, but this is the thing that I do because this is the thing that works for me personally, and I'm not going to go to a doctor. Is taking a bobby pin and using the back end of a bobby pin because it's kind of like a scoop. So you're not like with a Q-tip pushing things in because the Q-tip can't scoop anything out. But a bobby pin is like just a natural little scoop and scooping stuff out. And I pull
Like your mother has done the same thing. because
I
my
pulled the
ears itch.
largest piece of earwax out of my ear. It was so satisfying. It's like when you watch, like, I felt like when I watched that episode of the Try Guys and they went to the special ear doctor and they like were pulling out all of the earwax. I took a picture of it. It was so big. It
Oh
was
Lord.
so much
Well, you're not going
wax.
to show it here because that's gross.
I won't. I won't. But it was a lot. Like, truly, the amount of wax that I pulled out was the size of a cotton earbud, like the cotton part of an earbud. It was a lot of wax. And I was like, how was all that in my ear? So satisfying. Tried to do it on the other ear was clean. I just wanted to do it again.
But yeah, I know it's not recommended, but I don't go all the way in my ear.
Yeah.
I go just right at the edge there is where my ears itch. It's just right beyond. Like if you try to take your fingernail and scratch in your ear, it almost gets there, but not
But
quite.
your
And
fingers
so I
are too
take
wide. Yeah.
because your finger's too wide. So I take my bobby pin and just inside is where it itches. So I'm not going all in my
Yeah.
ear. It's a right there. Scratch, scratch.
I do it fairly often because I will get wax build. I think I have I'd overproduce wax maybe in my ears or something because I'll get a lot of wax build up in my ear, and every once in a while, like truly every couple months, I will have an ear that is clogged, and if I don't do that, it'll be clogged for days. It drives me
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So, um, do we have any yarny crafty thoughts? Probably not. I have no coloring pages. I have no um yarny. I'm still working on the slipper.
The slipper.
So, um I'm
I've got
ready
a
to
couple.
well, you show yours and then we can move on to our
So,
media consumption.
um, I have a grievance with you, because
No, there's no
I
grievances with me.
grievance
No.
actually. Um, I think that you have hereditarily passed on your waking up in the morning thing to me. I have been waking up at like 3 and 4 in the morning and just can't go back to sleep. And I think it's
Ma'am,
your fault.
that's because you're getting old.
No, why do you just stop sleeping? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense for your body. And I'm
Well,
still,
it
and the thing is,
happens.
I'm exhausted. It would make sense if I like slept 5 hours, but oh, that's all the sleep that my body needs now. No, I sleep 5 hours and I'm still exhausted. Like I wake up and I want to go to sleep, and my body won't let me sleep. It's stupid. But anyway, so I woke up and I've been seeing everywhere that like if you wake up in the middle of the night, don't just lay there and try to keep going back to sleep. Ooh, what are we see? Yeah, Ronald says I sleep happily and well every night, almost 8 hours. So I think this is you. I
Hush,
think you gave
Ronald.
this to me. I think you gave this to me. Anyway. Ooh. Also, Robin says, hang on, let me go back in this chat.
Ronald had his eardrum busted from the doctor. Ew.
Not Ronald, Robin.
Oh, Robin. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah, my
crazy.
thing does not scroll very well for the.
Yeah, I'm looking on my phone because
I really should. Yeah, I really should look over here because it does in EV Mux. It doesn't scroll very well for me to see the comments.
But Ronald is working on his diamond painting. He only has 7 sections left, but the sections take multiple days. So what you're saying is you've got like a month left. Is what it sounds like.
And Robin has been crocheting roses, bees, and moths. Oh my!
Ooh, cute. I was thinking about starting some roses. But that's why I'm mad. Robin says I've never slept a long time. Now it's even less. That's why I'm mad if back probably when I was 25 and younger, no, maybe 30 and younger actually, because this is a fairly recent thing. Back when I was like 30 or younger, I could easily sleep for 10 hours. Like I could get up after 8 hours, be okay, like it's perfectly fine. But given my druthers, I could easily sleep for 10 hours, and now I'm struggling to sleep for 5, and it's pissing me off. It like cut in half significantly out of nowhere, which is why I'm like, I need to go to a doctor because this feels not normal. But anyway, I woke up 4 a.m. and I've been reading everywhere that's like, if you wake up in the middle of the night and can't sleep, don't just sit there trying to go back to sleep. Get up and do something and then lay back down. So I did that. I got up, I put a bag in the trash can because I meant to do that earlier and forgot. I tidied up a little bit in the kitchen, and then I went and got some yarn, and I was like, I'll do a little bit of crocheting. So I made some bases for more chicken scrubbies because I wanted something really
Uh-huh.
easy. So I made some chicken scrubby bases, and I made a little ring on this one. I think, which is what I think I'm going to do from now on. So the chicken head will be down here. It'll be like beak and comb, and then you can
Mhm.
hang it on your sink, like faucet or whatever, so it can drip dry. Is my thought process. So I made a couple of these, laid back down, was able to go back to sleep.
So outraged, Ronald.
What is going on over there?
His diamond painting is of a succubus.
Scandalous, but also put it in the chat.
Scandal.
But also put it in the
Scandal.
chat. If you want to put a whip picture, I would love to see it. If you don't, if you want to wait till you're done, I will wait for that as well. But I am excited.
You mean in the
I
Discord?
I know that. Oh yeah, in the Discord, not in the chat. Yeah, not on YouTube, in the Discord. But I know that I've mentioned it at least once before. But I have a coloring book, a scandalous coloring book of like sexy male fairies that I really like. That I think I've only colored one picture in it. I need to dig it out and do some more pictures. But my other craft thing that I am about to pull into the screen is sometime last week I had a day off and I decided on a whim, I don't know what caused me to decide this, but I decided on a whim that I was going to do a Bob Ross painting.
What?
But yes, but I didn't feel like buying paint, didn't feel like getting out my canvases, didn't feel like doing any of that. So what I did was I did a Bob Ross painting in VR. There's like a free painting app, and I'm like, oh, I'll just do it here. That way I don't have to buy a bunch of extra supplies, and I can get this need to do something out of my system. So I didn't finish it. I still need to go back and finish it. But here is what I did. Is this what I want? Is that what I want? Is this what I want? That's what I want. So I
Oh
still
my
need to do,
goodness.
so you see the tree in the left on the foreground. I still need to
Yes.
finish. There's supposed to be like bushes and stuff there. So I need to finish. But that was like 3 or 4 hours of work. So I was like, I'm done.
So the trees and rails behind the canvas,
That's all in VR.
that's your atmosphere in VR.
Yes, I was on a balcony over a lake
Yeah,
in
that's
like
what it
in a
looks
foresty
like.
kind of area. Yeah, it was because the options were that or pitch black, and I'm like, nope, that's gonna freak me out if I'm just standing in a pitch black void. So I was like, I'll just be on this random balcony. I like if I had the option, I would have just set it so that I could see the canvas, but be in my living room, which is my preferred thing if I'm doing something that's not like playing a very active game, because then I can keep an eye on the dogs. And I once watched a short film about a girl playing a game in VR, and the game in VR like led to it was like an illegal VR game, but she's like, oh, I'm looking for more VR games, and it was illegal because it was freaking haunted, and it led to a demon being in her house, and she could only see it in the VR, and it was coming to kill her. So now every time I play VR, every time I play VR and I'm in the house alone, I get a little freaked out. But I'm not gonna do anything where my surroundings are pitch black because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But yeah, this is how far I got on my Bob Ross painting. I'm pretty happy with it. I was a little like now looking at it after the fact, I feel like it turned out pretty good. When I was like
Yeah,
in the
I
thick
think
of it,
yeah.
when I was in the thick of it, I was like, the colors aren't right, the shapes aren't right. It was a little
Yeah, I
frustrating.
could
but
not
like,
have done that.
it was some hard working too, because Bob Ross will do a thing where I can like take this down now. But Bob Ross, when he's painting, does a thing where you like take the 2-inch brush and you like push it into the canvas, and when you do that in real life, the brush will like splay out a bit, like you're pushing and the bristles splay out. That doesn't happen in VR. In VR, your brush goes through the canvas and just makes a spot right where the brush is. And so I had to figure out how to adjust to get the same like shapes that he was getting. So it's like it has the same idea as the painting that he did, but doesn't look exactly the same, you know? But I'm happy with it.
Cool, 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 cool.
So that's all the craft stuff I did. We can go to something else now.
Okay, let's run through our yarny, not yarny crafty, but our media consumption that we've been building up for the last couple weeks because we keep skipping it. Okay, let's go to the bottom. You had your '90s trend thing that you wanted to mention?
Now I do not even recall what that
It's on
was. Let me
Google
go.
Keep. Where were you in
Yeah.
the '90s? You said the trend was making you
Oh,
emotion.
oh my goodness. It was a very short trend for a little while on YouTube
Yeah.
where they would play and I don't want the world to see me cuz I don't think, and it would just be like it would the song would start and you'd see like Tony Hawk now, and it's like, Dad, where were you in the '90s? And just pictures of him in the
Uh huh.
'90s, of
Uh
him like
huh.
skateboarding and snowboarding and hanging out with celebrities and being everywhere. And then they did the freaking Krat Brothers, and I was sobbing because it was them, and then it showed them on like Zaboomafoo and stuff, and I'm like,
Uh,
I can't. I can't. And Matthew
Because
Lillard.
that was
Matthew Lillard,
your child. That was your
yes.
childhood.
Yes, and Matthew Lillard was the other one that like made me cry because I like, and I didn't even watch all of Matthew Lillard's stuff. Like the first time I watched Scream was this year. I watched Scream for the
Oh
first time
wow.
this year. I had never seen it before. But Matthew Lillard as freaking Scooby Doo, and just seeing like knowing who this actor is, because there aren't very many actors that I could be like, oh, this would be emotional for me. Like I know who you are now, and like all this stuff. But
Hmm.
seeing like I know this actor, I know their like general kind of body of work, and then seeing the pictures of them in the
Hmm.
past, and I'm like, ah, ah,
If I fall on the floor, come get
sobbing.
me.
I'll try my best. I can send Chloe to
Ever
you.
since ever since this chair dumped me in the floor, I am afraid to pick stuff up off the floor.
That's how I feel when I'm laying in my
'Cause-
hammock, because I'm like, oh, I could reach that, or I could tumble out and die because I've fallen out of the hammock before.
Yeah, so I start to reach for something at on the floor, and I'm like, I'm scared this chair's gonna dump me in the floor again. So I do not want that to happen.
I see Robin talking about the trailer for the Harry Potter show. I'm probably not going to watch it. I was a big fan of Harry Potter as a kid,
Hmm.
but
Yeah,
one Harry Potter is too recent. They don't need to remake it. There's no point. That's
yeah,
like them remaking Moana in live action. Moana just came out. You don't need to do that. Two, having different actors, I don't know, it feels like it's going to be weird. And three, I just don't want to support J.K. Rowling.
yeah,
Like I like if I really really want to watch it, I'll just bootleg it somewhere so I'm not giving her any kind of money. I'll do that cuz I like the Harry Potter universe like that. I grew up with that. Like she read
yeah.
me Harry Potter books before I could read. Like I was a kid and she would read me Harry Potter books as like my bedtime story. Like I love Harry Potter. But I don't want to support J.K. Rowling being a turf, and she has said specifically
I
that
think
money
your
from this show.
memory of when we read Harry Potter is a little bit skewed
Is it?
because I didn't read my first Harry Potter books till we bought this house, and you were already fourth grade, maybe.
You got that house on my 10th birthday. You got that house when I was 10. So I guess I could read, but you still read them
Yeah.
to me because you did read them to me. You read at least the first, I think, two to me, and then maybe I read the third one on my own. I read either the third or fourth one on my own, and that's when I started reading them on my own. So, but like I said, I love the Harry Potter, like the original series, the characters and stuff, but I just don't want to support J.K. Rowling me and turf, and she has specifically said that
Yeah.
she is going to use money for this show to support like turf things and conversion camps and all kinds of terrible terrible things. So if I like really feel the itch and I'm like I need to watch something in the Harry Potter universe, I'll probably just bootleg it somewhere so I'm not giving her money.
Yeah, I didn't even hear all of that. The only reason I knew that there was a show coming was one of the podcasts that I listened to. One of the pop culture news podcasts was talking about that they had watched the trailer and that they were not impressed. That it was like beat for beat with the movies, but with different actors. So why?
So what's the point?
What's
Exactly.
what's the point?
I feel the exact way about Moana because like it would be a different thing if like Harry Potter had come out like 50 years ago
Hmm.
or something. But Harry Potter,
Hmm.
like, the movies came out,
Hmm.
what, like 15? Maybe? When did the first Harry Potter movie come out?
Honestly, I mean, the movies came out. It feels like 20 some years ago, but I mean, if you stretched real hard, a couple of those actors could still play these characters
Yes,
now. You know what I'm
they
saying? So
could.
they're
Yes.
not that old.
It was
You
20
know,
years
if
ago. Harry Potter and the
when you
Sorcerer's Stone, the movie, came out 2001. So it was like 20
yeah,
years ago.
if you're gonna remake something, very funny, Ronald. If you're gonna remake something, the original actors should be too old to be in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The original actors should be too old to be in it, and they're. I mean, we have
Daniel Radcliffe is not that old.
we have 35-year-olds playing teenagers on TV all the time, so it's not that much of a stretch that they
Mm.
could play those characters right now.
Hmm.
You know, if we hadn't already seen them play them as children.
Yeah.
But I my thing is I'm not. It goes back to what we were saying last week of I am I am more of a taster than anything else. I read the books. I read all of the books. I kind of lost interest somewhere in, I think, the sixth or seventh book.
Yeah, I never read the very last book. I read them all except for the very last one.
No, I
Because
read all the
yeah, fell
books.
out.
I forget which book it is where they go on this big long road trip and Harry is having this whole hatred of himself, and it's just them stopping at different camps sites and him feeling down on himself or whatever. I don't like road trips in books in general. I don't like traveling through the forest in books in general. So I just, that book was boring to me. And then the seventh book, where they were having the out and out war, you know, over the school, who, you know, I lost interest, but I read it because at this point I had read all the other books and I try to be a completionist.
Hmm.
So I had read all the other books and I wanted to spend more time with those characters.
Hmm.
So I read it. And I did have a bit of that was like my first book hangover when I finished that book. And it was like, I don't even feel like reading anything else. I didn't immediately pick up a book after
Yeah.
that because it was just like I had to get that book out of my system because I had been, you know, when those books first came out, I was one of those people who, as soon as I got the book, and
Read it immediately.
your father had never experienced this before. As soon as I got the book and it was delivered on the porch, I would disappear, and like he had peace and quiet for several days because all I would do was read the book and I wasn't talking to him, I wasn't bothering him, I was just. And so like when the next book would come out, he was like, "Here's the book,
Surprise, here's your book.
here's the book," because he knew he was going to get peace and quiet from me for several days while I'm
Peace and
finishing this
quiet as
book.
opposed to what? You don't do much.
I talk your father's ear off. Not anymore because I know he's not much of a talker. But when we were first together, I used to talk his ear off.
I do that to Wayne sometimes. He like come home from work and he's like, I just need to decompress, but I've like been off work all day. So he comes in and I'm like, here's this video. Do you want to see this thing that the dogs did earlier today? I just watched a show. Also, here's another video. Also, did you hear about this new game that came out?
So, yeah, but and I watched like the first couple movies. I was interested. Oh yeah, and I watched the first couple movies, and I even went with a group of my coworkers who were really big fans and watched the movies. But then at that point is when it really hit me that this is really turning into a fandom, and I'm not about that life.
Not about that life.
And I was not interested, and I really genuinely was not interested in going. I went with my coworkers because it was an outing and I got to leave and, you know, go to the movies and blah blah, and it was nice, you know, to spend time with people or whatever. But
Sometimes
you're on the
I
wrong
wish.
side, by the way. But
Am
go
I?
ahead.
No, because
There
this
you
looks
go.
like I'm putting it towards you. I'm gonna do it in my side.
Okay.
Sometimes I wish that I could be like these people who make one thing their entire personality. Because I'm like, I feel like it would be so much easier if, like, what if Gem and the Holograms was my entire personality? It's so easy. Everyone knows what gifts to get for me. I know, like, I'll always pick the pink color thing
Oh,
and
you'll get
80s
tired of it.
clothes. And yeah, I will. But some people, that's their whole personality. I'm like, I
Mm,
feel like it's so easy. Like I wish I could
yeah.
do that, but I would get so bored of it
Yeah.
if it was all of it.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
But I just genuinely had no. By the time the next movies came out, so I think I saw the first two movies, maybe the third,
I
and
saw
then
up
I
to the fourth
never,
movie.
and then I just didn't bother watching any more of the movies. And I mean, and it's not like it would be a hardship for me to go watch them because it's like they're on regular TV every Christmas, whole
Yeah,
marathon, all of them. But I just was not interested. And then I'm still amazed by I'm amazed by these people who are like in your age group who grew up with Harry Potter, and it's like their whole, like you said, their whole personality. They identify and what,
I took the Pottermore quiz I think one time, and I was a
I have
Hufflepuff.
never taken the Pottermore quiz. Not interested. Like even your Aunt Terry, if something Harry Potter comes around, she will go see it or be interested in
Hmm.
it and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm not that. Even like with Doctor Who, and I like Doctor Who, and I will occasionally, if I'm going to be a fan of something or like actually buy merch or something, it would probably be Doctor Who related,
Hmm.
just because I like that shade of blue. But I, but really, that's the biggest reason is I like that shade of blue.
I I wish because I love Doctor Who so much, but I because I'm so far behind, I wish that I could just assimilate the rest of the episodes and be caught up. Because I want to be caught up in the show, but I am at a point right now where I'm like, things are about to get emotional again, and we're gonna like switch companions, or I'm gonna have to meet new people, or the world's gonna be in trouble again, and we're gonna have to do some sort of sacrifice. And I'm like, I do like the show. That is why I like the show. I just don't feel like having the emotional turmoil right now. Can I skip to all of the funny parts where the doctor's like, oh, humans, you're so silly.
And Ari
uh,
mentioned the Epic musical.
Yes, we watched. Was that last week? Did we do that last week? I thought we mentioned that before. But we in VR sat on a virtual couch and watched the first half of Epic the Musical together, and it is. I'm enjoying it. We need to sit down and watch the rest of it, which I knew I was going to enjoy. It's good, especially because I'm able to kind of pick out stories that I remember, like
Hmm.
Odysseus and the Cyclops, and then when they go and see, I think it's Circe who turns them into like pigs, or what turns men into pigs or
Hmm.
whatever. So I'm like picking out bits that I know, which is interesting, but also just I feel like maybe unpopular opinion, Odysseus is the villain. Like what? Watching like from their portrayal of what happens, he is like, okay, I'm the leader of this army. We are trying to defeat these people or whatever. And then he gets a message from the gods. It's like, if you let that baby right there live, you're gonna die. And so he has to kill this baby. And I'm like, dang, that sucks. But like the gods did tell you, so okay. And then they go out and he like when they encounter the Cyclops, they're like they find out, oh, there are these like sheep in this cave. They kill the Cyclops' favorite sheep. So like he has a reason to be mad. So the Cyclops starts killing them, and he's like, "Oh, wait, but like, wait, we were just hungry and we didn't know it belonged to anybody. But like, you see all of these sheep gathered in this area, and you don't think it belongs to somebody. You think it's just sheep just hang out here. That's not how sheep work, first of all. And then he he's like, oh, I'll give you this wine, and then and that'll like make up for the sheep. And so he has the wine, and he's like, you're right. The Cyclops like, you're right. I overreacted. I'll just kill one of you, and then that'll make up for my sheep. And he's like, no, no. And so they like do all of this stuff, and he like when the Cyclops asks what his name is, he says his name is Nobody. And so Cyclops goes over to Dad and is like, Dad, somebody fucked up my sheep and beat me up. And he's like, who is he? He's like, he's Nobody. He's like, if nobody did it, then chill out. And then Odysseus, as he's leaving, is like, by the way, my freaking name's Odysseus, and I pwned you. And I'm like, so everything that happened after that, because then later Poseidon is like, so you're Odysseus, the one who messed with my son, the Cyclops? And he didn't have to say his name. It was unnecessary. And he keeps telling the men that like, we're almost there. They're not almost there. They have maps. They're not almost there. And so he's like, he'll tell the men like, oh, we just need to do this one more thing and then we'll be home. We just need to do this. So his men are losing faith in him. And then they're coming up and there's a storm. So he talks to this storm god or something. And she's like, oh, don't worry. I got you. We'll put the whole storm in this bag, but you can never open this bag. You can't tell your men what's in this bag. And so he comes home and brings this bag. And then she sends her little people down and they're like, by the way, he got treasure in the bag. And he's like, it's not treasure in the bag. You're not allowed to open it. And so because he's been lying to them this whole time saying, we're almost there. None of them trust him. And so they open the bag and let out the storm. And so they've got to deal with all this. I'm like, all of this everything is his fault. Everything is his fault.
Is this on YouTube?
Yes, the whole thing is on YouTube. We'll put the link in. But I'm like, he's the villain. I'm so sorry. But Ronald, actually, it's just the Odyssey. It's been out for millennia. That's on you if you don't know. That's on you. If you don't know the Odyssey, that's on you.
Ronald is the type that would know the Odyssey.
I'm saying.
Okay, I'm gonna speed run through some of my stuff. Been playing games for the past few weeks with Chloe instead of
watching musicals and movies.
excuse me, I don't drink soda very often, so the first time I drink soda when I haven't had it in a while, all I do is burp. I'm trying not to, but so we played Played Up, which I know is a favorite of Ronald's and yours. I was not impressed, but
Really?
not crazy about it.
Why not?
Probably because you know me. I like games to be pretty, and the graphics on Played Up are very, very.
Played Up is
basic.
kind of minimal. Yeah.
It's very minimalistic, and not even in a pretty way. Just minimalistic.
I feel you.
Cause like looked at a game on Amazon Luna last night called Inversus. We didn't play it, but we watched the trailer. That's very minimalistic, but it's pretty.
Inversus?
It's a pretty in a minimalistic way. Yeah. It's all like dice and blocks, and you're fighting each other, trying to block each other's way and clear your spaces or whatever. I'm not explaining it well, but it's a game that I would never be able to play, but it's pretty.
Oh, it does
But
look pretty.
we played Played Up. We played Cake Bash, which I could have sworn she owned Cake Bash. She only had the demo, so we could only play a couple little games. But have you played Cake Bash before?
I don't think so.
It's
'Cause
a
you know
it's
me. I love a
it's one of
good
those
cooking game.
party games, kind of like Lego Party or Mario Party, except the it doesn't have the board game part. Yes, I love Cake Bash.
They're so cute.
It doesn't have like the board game part like you have in Mario Party.
Oh, it's just like
It's
all the
just
mini games.
Yes, it just has all these different mini games.
Okay.
And you run around, you have to like toast marshmallows and stick them to your head or
Ooh, we need to figure out how to. Ari, Ronald, Paris, are you there? We need to figure out how to play Cake Bash.
Cake Bash is very fun. It is, and you know me, I'm not very good with using controllers and stuff, but Cake Bash is very fun. It's $20 though.
I mean, that's not bad for a party game.
But you
Because
know
that's
me.
like,
Twenty
I
$20.
$20 for a game is a lot, but if you know that you'll be able to play it a lot, that's
Yeah.
not bad. Like, because I would play $20 for a Jackbox Party Pack 2, because that's my
Hmm.
favorite one. That one
Hmm.
has the painting game where they give you a vague description and you do the paintings and you have to like
Hmm.
buy the paintings that are the. I love that game so much. I
I
love that game
hate
so much.
drawing games. We were talking
I
about
know
that
you
yesterday. I hate
do.
drawing
You hate
games.
drawing games and you don't really like party games, so it's really not for you.
I do kind of like party games. I mean, you talking about party video games?
I mean, party games in general, well, I guess party video
I
games
don't
tend to
like. I
have
don't.
more of
I
a
don't.
like clear winner.
Yeah, I don't like party board games very much. But the party, the like the little mini game things. Like we were playing Lego last night, Lego Party, and I like that.
Okay.
That's on Netflix.
So you just don't like games where the group decides who the winner is. You want a game where
Yes.
the rules decide who the winner is.
Yes, I like a game where
Gotcha.
there is a clear winner, and there are
Gotcha.
party games that have a clear winner.
Gotcha.
I just don't like, you know, because like they added some what they call Jackbox Essentials to Netflix games, but they're all the ones I don't like.
Yeah.
Quiplash and
Oh yeah.
Fibbage. And I like the ah,
My mother
ah,
groaned. She was like that.
Did you not like this
ah.
bread?
Oh, hang on.
Check them over before you go. It's been a while, okay?
Okay.
By the way, his birthday present should be there on Friday.
Wayne, your birthday present should be here on Friday. My mom says.
Thank y'all.
He said thank you.
The package should say Lester B-Day Trimnell. I didn't get to put a gift card in it because I hit send before I marked it as a gift.
Gotcha.
So it may already have the receipt of how much I paid for it in there. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It'll be fine. I don't care. Maybe I can like sneak in and take it out.
But
Yeah, his birthday is this Saturday, Robin. I'll let him know that you said happy birthday.
we also played Overcooked. We tried Overcooked All You Can Eat is on Netflix. She also has it on her Switch. We tried it on Netflix because I was curious about what characters were on there. They have like 6 characters from K-pop Demon Hunters,
Ooh.
and I think 4 characters from Stranger Things.
Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, because Netflix owns both of those
Yes,
properties.
and but we played
So did you
we
like
played we
Overcooked
played
better
we
than Play
played
Up?
we played one level. Well, I already knew I liked Overcooked.
Mm.
We played one level, and Chloe was like, "Nope,
No, Chloe didn't like it.
nope, nope."
What did
Well,
she not
she didn't like playing it on Netflix because you're using this as your controller, and so
Oh,
it's all smooth. So
yeah.
you can't feel where your buttons are
Yeah, I want to be able
because
to
you're
like know
using
where my
this.
buttons are without looking at the
Exactly.
thing.
You
Yeah.
have to look down at your hand to see what you're touching, and your hand, or even if you think, okay, I got my hand, I got this finger here and this finger here, but then your finger's gonna slide over as you're
Mhm.
playing, and then next thing you know, you're giving emotes instead of chopping food, and
Ooh, I wonder if the game would work if you have one of those like if you connect a Bluetooth controller to your phone.
it might. I saw somebody post that question on Google, but I didn't look at the answer.
I might, well, I
Um,
can't because Netflix has cut me off.
Aww.
I'm mad. I went to watch something on Netflix the other day and it's like, girl, this isn't your house. No, no, you're in the wrong house. You don't live with the
Netflix
person who owns
hasn't
this
cut
account.
Isaac off.
Probably because he's closer.
That was his guess. He said since he still lives in the Charlotte area, they probably think it's the
It's still
same
you.
house, and so
Yeah.
they just left it. Because it hasn't cut him
So
off.
mad.
I'm so sorry. But so yeah, that's what we've been playing. So and we played we restarted Agent A, which was a game that I was playing with Isaac several years ago,
Agent
and
A.
I brought it back up. Ronald has played Agent A, and he finished it.
Oh, did I? That looks
We
familiar.
we never finished it, and so I had to start it all over. At first, I was trying to
Is
figure out why had I did I have to start it all over, and then I remembered, oh, I had like last time I played this was 2 computers ago, so my save file is not on the computer that I'm on now,
is that
so
a
I had to start it over.
is that a single game, or is that one of those like asynchronous games where you play it on two different devices?
Oh no, it's not one of those. I wish it
Okay.
was because I like. There's not enough of those kind of games. Your brother and I really enjoy those kind of games
Yes,
where,
me too.
you know, I'm looking at one thing on my screen and you're looking at something different on your screen, and we have to talk to each other
Yes,
to
because it
yeah,
feels like an escape
I
room.
know I'm explaining for everybody who's
Sorry.
listening what we're talking about. But we only one person has to have the game, and then the other person just has to log in or whatever, and then you're seeing two different things on your screen, so we each have to talk to each other. Like it's almost like you're on this side of the room and I'm on this side of the room, and we're looking, so we're seeing it from a different angle.
Yeah,
So you're looking at the back of the machine and I'm looking at the front of the machine, and we
yeah.
have to talk to each other to tell each other how to do it.
Oh,
But
Ari says because Robin was suggesting that I could try to get into Netflix by putting that I'm traveling or that you're traveling, but Ari says that it'll still kick you. He logs in at home every time he's there, and when he leaves, he has at least 2 weeks to a month, and then they kick him.
mm, I mean, I guess I could add you to our account for $8, but
Maybe, and then I can just start sending you the $8. I'll
we'll
send it
see
when
how
I send
long
the Eevee
long
Mux.
that lasts.
Yeah, I'll send it when I send
Um,
the Eevee Mux.
so that's what we've been playing. So I think probably going to be playing games for the next several weeks because we've kind of run out of musicals that we want to watch. Although Merrily We Roll Along has come on Netflix, so we might watch that next week maybe. Okay, have you heard of Fruit Love Island?
Yes, because I watched who did a video on this. Hank Green. Hank Green did a video on Fruit Love Island. So that is how I heard of it. Was Hank Green talking about how Fruit Love Island
I
is
can't
like kind
remember
of
who
AI
I
slop.
heard it from, but I didn't run across it organically. I heard it from somebody else and had to go seek it out. It was not
Yeah,
part of my
yeah. It has
algorithm.
never come up for me.
It was not part of my algorithm, so I had to seek it out. And I've watched a couple episodes, and it's like I really wish there was a human doing better writing because I like the graphics of it. I like the look of all the fruits. For those who don't know what we're talking about,
I'll pull it up.
Fruit Love Island is a series. It's you. I think you would consider it a vertical or a micro drama, but it's made by AI, and it's Love Island, but it's just like the
But
If
it's
you've watched
AI
Love Island
slop.
before, yeah, it's AI slop. It's like Love Island, but the contestants are all I never can pronounce that word because my tongue trips over it.
Anthropomorphic.
Yes, anthrop. I can't do it. They're peopleized fruit. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Anthro. Ronald said he and Paris watched Merrily We Roll Along and they said it's good. They cried. I don't know if I want to cry
Aw.
with my daughter, but maybe I will watch it. Because you children always make fun of me when I cry watching a movie.
Yes, but if you're both crying, then who's going to be there to make fun of
But
you?
she's not gonna cry.
She's not.
None of
She's
y'all
not.
none of y'all ever cry, and so then I'm sitting there crying
I
at a
do.
movie, and you make fun of me.
I do. When I watched Dimension 20 Gladlands, which you should watch Dimension 20 Gladlands. I think you might like that one. But that one, I was sobbing in the last like
But didn't
three
you tell
episodes
me
watching that.
Gladlands had one of the people in there that
Gladlands does
annoys
have a
me.
person that you're not a fan of. That is right. I
Hmm.
keep forgetting that. But Fruit Love Island?
But yeah, Fruit Love Island is so it's basically peopleized fruit, but they're doing the whole Love Island thing of confessionals, stealing people, wearing sexy bikinis, the whole thing. And
This banana
I've
is
watched a couple seasons of
unhinged.
Love Island, so I like trashy reality shows from time to time. I like I hate to say it, but I like the art. I know
It looks like, especially this picture that I just pulled up.
I know we're supposed to like oh, it's AI, we're supposed to hate it, but there's certain AI art that I kind of like.
Well, I think you like this one because, especially this picture that I just pulled up, these just look like Pixar characters. Like this
Mhm.
person in the middle, that just looks like Rapunzel. They
Mhm.
do the eye shape, the tiny nose, like these just look like Pixar characters, which are no like they specifically made those
Mhm.
characters to have big open faces and be very
Mhm.
friendly and inviting, and like it's just it's a familiar like
Mhm.
face style. So I'm not surprised that people like the look of the characters because they look like Pixar characters.
Yeah, I Robin says that she saw the first season of Love Island, but after that she couldn't get into it. I'm assuming you're talking about Love Island USA. I didn't even finish the first season of the US Love Island. I watched the very first season of UK Love Island, which I think was the first out of the different countries doing Love Island, and I think UK was the first. I watched the very first season of UK Love Island, and I watched that all the way through, and I enjoyed it, and because I enjoyed the personalities and the people that were on there, and then I me in reality shows, I get an itch to watch a reality show, and then I will watch it, and then I'm good. It's
Hmm.
kind of like how I used to be with salad. I could have a salad, and then I could go 3 4 months and not want another salad. That's kind of how I am with reality shows. It's like I watch a reality show, that itch has now been scratched. I can go 6 months and I do not need to see a reality show.
Ronald said in the chat, based on the pictures that I was showing, he said, hate all of that.
I know, I saw that. I saw that. But I just wish it was better because I like the art. I like micro dramas. I just
Hmm.
wish the writing and the voice sounds like they recorded it in a solo cup.
Ooh,
So the sound is not good.
rough.
But
Which is wild considering it's fake voices. Just make them sound
yeah, just
better.
make it sound better. You would think. You would think.
That's
Okay.
hilarious.
We last time I was talking about an Aldi's commercial that I thought was cute. This recently I saw a Volkswagen commercial, which
Hmm.
I'm calling the Volkswagen messy schoolgirl commercial, because there's a commercial. Do you know the song Little Boxes?
I don't think so.
Little boxes, and the ticky ticky tacky. I don't know the exact lyrics, but it sounds something like that.
That doesn't sound familiar to me.
Um, it's a folk song from the '60s, but people have remade it, and this is like a remade, almost punk pop version of it in this
Okay.
commercial. And there's this girl who walks out of a school building, and she's got her plaid um
Like schoolgirl
her
uniform?
her plaid schoolgirl. She looks like she's about 8 or 9. She's
Hmm.
got her plaid schoolgirl skirt. Her socks are sagging over her penny loafers. Her skirt is like tucked one side in and one side out. Yes, they used it for the theme song of Weeds. Yes, yes, Robin. I did not watch Weeds. I just happened to find that information when I was looking up the song. Um, Little boxes made of ticky tacky. Yep. Um,
I'll
but
have to look the song up
she's
after
got
that.
paint all over her shirt. Her hair is kind of messed up. She's got a an art project
that clearly she finished making in school today, and she just kind of has it hanging, and her book bag is kind of hanging
Off one
off the other
shoulder.
arm with the strap kind of dragging, and she's just a mess. And she's not exactly smiling, but she's got this look of, I've had a rough day, but it was a good day, and now I'm gonna
Mm.
go home. And she's just kind of going down the stairs, and her mother's at the end, and the mother's got some sort of like not quite hippie outfit, but she doesn't look like the prim school mom, and she's driving a Volkswagen.
Hmm.
Um, I think in the UK they call them people carrier.
Okay,
You
a
know,
van.
like you know, like a mom
Yeah.
van.
Yeah, yeah.
But she comes out, and they're playing the punk pop version of this song. So it's almost like she's got her own soundtrack, and she's coming out looking
Hmm.
all a mess and going down to her mom, and all the other kids have their full uniform, got the jacket on, their hair is all
Clean
print,
press,
clean press,
starch.
and they're looking at her like, and they almost have a look on their face like, I didn't know we could be like that. And the one girl starts taking her hairband off and doing this to her hair. Like, I
Oh,
didn't know we could be free. And it's
that's
just
cute.
that movement of her coming down and the other girl like,
We be free. I love you. I'm about to.
it was just real cute. So that's my commercial for the week that just got me.
Well, speaking commercials, the commercial that got me, I was like, ooh, you know what? This is pretty good marketing. It's a Mazda commercial. Ooh, here comes a dog. Let me close the door. Ooh, Wallace.
both dogs.
Wallace, don't let him. Are you letting him out there?
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, Wallace, get in here. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. River, let's go. Wallace, get in here. He was like letting Wallace out, and I'm like, boy, you're going to work. What do you mean? They both need to be in here. Anyway, the commercial that got me was this mom pulls up and grabs her son, like picks up her son from work, and she just says, Mazda. And the subtitles say, how do you like the new car? And he's like, Mazda. And it says, whatever. And then they're like driving, and this truck in front of them like drops a bunch of like apples or something on the road, and the Mazda like does a little ping and like helps them swerve or whatever. And then he's like, Mazda. And it's like, nice job, mom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
and I'm
seen that
like,
commercial.
that is such good marketing, because if you're
Uh-huh.
not listening, the only thing they say is Mazda. And so you're
Yep.
like, what? And so you look at the thing, it's really good, honestly.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you pay people for commercials instead of getting TikTokers to make a video for 10 cents and then use it everywhere. Mazda.
Mazda. Okay, I've been watching more movies and TV shows lately, which, I'm trying to get out of my YouTube rut. So I've been watching movies and TV shows lately. I watched, um, I think this was a week or so ago. I watched The Hobby Tales from the Tabletop, which is on Prime Video.
She's just
I
standing there
know.
looking just like.
I know.
Sorry, I looked over and I'm like, girl, twin.
But The Hobby Tales from the Tabletop, it's a documentary. It's a doco that was made, I think, 2 or 3 years ago, and it's about
You can't just say Daco. Is this a thing that we say now? Daco? That's how we shorten
Doc-
documentary. Daco?
doco.
Who says that?
Australian people.
Okay. So if we're getting a documentary on, say, Mexican food or something, we might have a taco daco?
We might have a taco daco.
Okay. Continue.
So, it's about board gaming, but like hobby board gaming, the kind of board games that we like to play.
Yes.
And they talked about the World Series. They covered the World Series of board gaming, and in between, they talked to people like they talked to the woman who created Wingspan. They
Ooh.
talked to the woman to the man who created Sagrada. They talked to Tom Vassell, who has created the Dice Tower, which has the Dice Tower cruise and which we need to save up money one of these days to go on one
To
of
go
those
on the Dice
cruises.
Tower cruise?
Either the Dice Tower cruise or the Joko cruise, just you and me, because we'd have to save up the money. Because I
Yeah.
looked up the Joko cruise, and even in the cheapest cabin, it is $2,000 a person.
A
In the
person?
Yes, that's both of us staying in the same cabin. The cheapest cabin, $2,000 per person.
That's
You
two
know
months rent.
that's
That's actually
way
like 3 months rent.
that's way more than we normally pay for
Yeah.
our cruises. But
What about the Dice Tower one? Did you look up how much that one is?
I haven't. But it's probably about the
I'm gonna look it
same.
up. Continue. I'm gonna look it up.
But anyway, it's if you're interested, it's an interesting little documentary if you want to watch something in the background. Like I said, it talks to three or four people who have made um, games that are popular in the hobby right now, and then it talks to two people who have created games and kind of follows them as they go through their um, Kickstarter or whatever. So you saw it, you found it.
2150 per person for an
Yeah,
inside room,
yeah,
not ocean view,
yeah.
not sunrise balcony.
Honestly, that's how most of those cruises cost. We just tend to go for the really cheapy Carnival and MSC and stuff. But if you go on Holland America or Royal Caribbean or Virgin or something, that's the money you're paying.
We actually, I'm so sorry. We need to save up maybe about $200,000 per person. Because look at this icon loft suite room. What is? It's
I
got
know,
stairs.
I know, I know,
We could just have it. We have a bed, a house on the cruise.
I know, I know.
Bruh, I never have I like there are those people that are like, yeah, I just came back from like a 2-year cruise or something. Never have I wanted to, but after seeing that room, I'm like, I feel like I could 2-year cruise on that.
Yeah,
I feel like I could 2-year cruise in that.
yeah.
So expensive.
But the hobby is interesting. I mean,
What?
it's only a little over an hour. It's on Prime Video. It's included in your Prime Video,
Perfect.
so it's not paying extra. You know me, we're already paying for services, so I'm trying not to pay extra for anything over what we're already paying for our services.
I'm
You
listening. I will
know.
be right back. I gotta deal with the dogs. But I can hear you
Okay.
and I will just be on the other side
Okay.
of the room.
So I try not to pay for things that because we already pay for all the we already between us. We have our round robin going in the family. Between us, we already have Prime Video and Hulu and Netflix.
The round
I
robin feels less even though since you canceled Netflix, since you canceled Disney, and Netflix won't let me on anymore. Now you guys are using Hulu and I don't get anything. I
I'm
just want to watch
sorry.
Disney. No, you're good. I'm just mad that I'm still mad that Netflix kicked me off.
But we have all these different things, so it feels crazy to pay another $3.99 to watch something. I mean, if I really want to watch it, I'll do it. But it just seems crazy when there's things that I can watch that I'm not watching on things that I already have. So that leads me to the other thing that I have been watching this week, which is an Australian TV show from I think it's from 2014, but I'm not sure. I will pull it up. It's called Spirited.
Okay.
It only had 2 seasons, and each season was like 10 episodes. So I think there's like 20 episodes total. I still don't know how it ends. So I don't know. Yeah, it was 2010 and it ended in 2011. I don't know if it had a good wrap up or not. So I hope that this does not end on a cliffhanger.
What kind of show is
But
it?
what'd you say?
What kind of show is it?
Oh, okay. So it's like a comedy drama, a dramedy, I guess you would call it.
That
It's
is what the people call it.
it's a it's a woman who is a dentist who leaves her husband and moves into this apartment. She bought an apartment, which we would call a condo, but she bought an apartment in this building that used to be a hotel, but now
Okay.
they converted it into apartments. And she bought an apartment. It's right next to her dental office because she's a
Mm.
dentist. Her dental office is called Dentique.
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 That's
And
funny.
but she left her husband. She's got two kids. She moves into this place and then discovers there is a ghost in the apartment.
I feel like so many shows that you watch a lot of ghost shows, it feels. Is
I
that just
don't
me?
I don't watch a lot of ghost shows, but I mean I'm not going to lie, that is a trope that will attract me because I do like things that have some sort of like powers or supernatural or something, you know. Like your father said when he walked in when we were watching something and he said, "What are y'all watching?" And he said, "I." And Chloe said, "Oh, you won't like this. This is these people have crazy powers." And his words, his exact words. Well, I do like a show with powers.
He do like a show with
We
powers.
do like a show with powers.
Because y'all
Wh-
watched Ghost Whisperer, Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
mhm,
Charmed. He
mhm,
watched Naruto. You guys
mhm,
watched Heroes.
mhm.
Did you guys watch Supernatural?
No, I kept trying to get him to watch Supernatural because it seemed like it would be his type of show, and they've got 50 million episodes, so it seemed like it would be his type of show. But I don't think he ever watched it,
You
and it
should just
was
put it on one day. You
and
should
it
try
was
again.
a
Just put it on one
it
day.
was a little dark for me. But anyway, there's a ghost in the apartment. Turns out it is the ghost of a 80s rock star who disappeared.
Okay.
And it's one of those things where he disappeared. They didn't even know if he where he went to. They didn't even know if he went to Australia. They didn't know
Mmm.
if he killed himself. They didn't know because he was, lots of sex, drugs, rock and roll
Yeah.
type person. And so it's like they didn't know if he was even still alive or if he was dead, kind of
Okay.
thing. But he's definitely dead.
Because he's a
But he
ghost.
can't. But he can't leave the building. So
Mmm.
he is stuck in the building. As soon as he tries to step out onto the sidewalk, he gets thrown back into the building. So he can't leave the building. And
Okay.
so far she's the only person who can see him.
Okay.
And they're starting to fall in love a little bit.
Of course.
Of
As you
course.
do.
Um, but I'm not gonna say any more than that, just in case you want to watch it.
It does sound interesting, honestly.
I will tell you, the sister who is a psychologist is the worst psychologist in the world.
Ooh.
The um the husband who she's leaving in the first episode
Mm-hmm.
is a grade A jerk.
Ooh.
Grade A jerk.
Ew.
So,
Good on her for leaving him.
but it's like they've got two kids together, and
Oh, dang.
he doesn't live very far from the apartment where she, you know.
So he's going to be there all the time.
So he's in every episode, and it's like, oh my god, can we not kill him off?
Not kill. He
Cause,
can just go. So he can move.
'Cause he is annoying.
We don't need to resort to Moida.
He is annoying, but so far I'm enjoying it. Like I said, there are certain scenes in there. There's a few faux outrage jump scares
Ooh,
because for the most part it's like a clean show, and then all of a sudden you see nakedness. I'm like, oh no,
surprise booty.
oh no. But it's not very often, so it's not that bad. But yeah, I've already watched the first season,
Lay down. Sorry, my dog
and
is whining.
I've already finished the first season and I'm like halfway through the second season. So I've got about 6 episodes left of this show. But I've been watching it. I was binging it, and then your father, he has a new schedule now. So he comes
Mm-hmm.
home and he falls asleep like an hour earlier than normal. So I'm still not
Oh.
ready to go to bed yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I watch an episode before, because he likes to hear stuff as he goes to sleep. So
Yeah.
I watch an episode before I go to sleep. So that, I mean, I would recommend it. It's interesting. The character who played, there is some songs. The character who plays the the rock star, the actor actually sings, does his own singing, so that's kind of cool. Um, if you've ever watched the Australian version of Traders, the guy who plays the husband is the host of the Australian version of Traders.
Mm.
Um,
I have not watched the Australian version of Traders yet.
but yeah, I would recommend it if you're running out of stuff to watch. It's it's on it's on Amazon um according to Google. It's also available free on Tubi if you don't pay for
Ooh,
Amazon, for those who don't pay for Amazon Prime. Fried egg and cheese bagel, Ronald. Send that over here.
no, thank
I
you.
have no bagels. I am out of bread.
Out of bread.
Out of bread. Well, we might not be out of bread now because I think I heard the groceries get delivered.
Fresh
This is
delivery of bread.
Wednesday. So, yeah, it's available free on Tubi if you don't have Amazon Prime. The
I
other
might check
thing
it
I
out.
wanted to mention was, my last thing is, do you use
Do I use?
have you seen the prompted playlists on Spotify?
I've seen them. I don't. How do you get back to them? I had it one time and it was like, ooh, we'll give you a playlist if you do the prompts or whatever, but then I was never able to navigate back to that. How do you do that? Is
I
that
think
part of
it's
the
I think
DJ?
it's o- I think it's only on mobile.
Okay.
So if you're trying to do it on desktop, you're not going to get it because I
I
just
mostly listen to Spotify on my phone.
because yeah, so it should be there. I
I'll have to check again.
yeah, I because I downloaded because I reconnected my Google speaker here in the office,
Mm-hmm.
and so I downloaded Spotify again now that I have a new work on my work computer. Now that I have a new work computer, because my old work computer, the Spotify did not play nice with it. So I
Oh,
said I'll try it on this work computer. So I was like, well, let me try because again, I'm trying to get out of my YouTube rut because I'm watching
yeah.
YouTube while I'm working and watching YouTube while I'm in the bedroom. It's like I need to stop watching so much YouTube,
You're
and
gonna
I
get
have
through
these
all of YouTube.
and I have all these things that I want to try on Spotify. Like there's some Spotify videos and some podcasts I've saved
Mm-hmm.
for myself, but I'm not listening to them because I'm too busy with the
To the YouTube.
YouTube. So I did the prompted playlists, but it's not on the desktop. It's only
But
on.
once you make and save the playlist, you should be able to pull it up on desktop, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
and you can update the playlist,
Ooh.
which is cool. So I've been using regularly is my morning routine, where
Uh
it
huh.
starts out with like quiet music, and then it gets a little more peppy. And the playlist usually only lasts about an hour, and
Yeah.
it starts with quiet music and gets a little more peppy. And then the playlist that I tried yesterday was this day in my music history. So
What does
it
that
goes
mean?
back it goes back as far as it can in your Google account. Although
Mm-hmm.
it's only gone back to 20 it only went back to 2019 on the playlist it did yesterday, and I had I'm pretty sure I had Spotify before 2019.
When did Spotify come out?
Um cuz 2019 is just the year before the pandemic, and I am pretty sure I had Spotify before 2019. But anyway, the year in music history is like
Yeah, Spotify came out in 2008.
Yeah. I don't think I had, I know I didn't have Spotify right away because I remember I heard about Spotify, but it was only available like in Europe. But as
Hmm.
soon as they brought it over here to the US, I
Hmm.
jumped on that almost immediately. So I'm sure I've had it at least since 2010 or 2011.
Also, speaking of which, I need to. How do I turn my there so you can see my hand? Um, I went to work at the downtown store the other day because I needed like every once in a while some of us might have to go work at one of the other locations just to fill
Mhm.
in spaces or whatever. And we each store has its own Spotify account so that we can play Spotify on the speakers at the stores. But the manager at downtown doesn't like Spotify because they feel like it plays the same songs over and over. So they use Pandora.
Ew.
Yes. And I was like, gross. And I was like, I don't really use Pandora. Can you like add songs to the queue? And they're like, only if you use the premium. And I don't pay for the premium. And I'm like, ugh. So I
Mm.
went to put on like just a summer playlist, and it ended up being like all hip hop and R&B. And I'm like, I have no problem with hip hop and R&B, but also like
Yeah, your
throw some pop
customers.
punk, throw some
Yeah.
pop, throw some something. Like I'm not concerned about the customers. They're in here for 10 minutes. Get out. I'm not concerned about you. But I'm just like, give me some. When I pick like summer, like early 2000s summer playlist, I want
Uh-huh.
all of it, not just like
Uh-huh.
all the hip
Not
hop and
just the hip
R&B
hop.
songs.
Yeah.
Like
Ugh.
it was
That's
so frustrating.
I can imagine. I don't know why they think spot they must not be using their Spotify right.
Well,
Cuz
I wonder if they have not double checked to make sure that it has on true shuffle. Because Spotify has a smart shuffle where
uh-huh.
it'll play songs that, like, oh, it feels like you haven't heard the song in a while, or it seems like you're listening to the song a lot. Let me put this in the shuffle. And so you'll hear it more
Mhm.
often. So I wonder if they have the smart shuffle on. So Spotify is, like, catering to what it thinks they want to hear versus the
Mhm.
true shuffle where it's 100% random.
And also you need to go in and try the different things. I tell Terry all the time and she's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And I show her and then I go over the next month. She says, "No, I didn't try that. I don't know what you're talking about." She just goes in, she picks a song, and then she just lets it just play. I did lets it play like the recommended songs that come up after that. She doesn't know how to really. She doesn't make playlists. She doesn't use the playlists. I made a playlist that I sent her a while back called the Bad Bitch playlist, and she plays that playlist from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
Although I haven't
But
added anything to that playlist in ages.
but
But
Spotify has for you playlists that it can make for her.
exactly.
Like,
Exactly. They have the for you lists. I use everything that if I see something new pop up on Spotify, I'm gonna try it out. That's why I'm
yes.
using the prompted playlists.
I've been
And
using the DJ for a hot minute though. Sometimes he is
yeah.
annoying and irritating, but I like he gives me just enough shuffle of like, oh, I haven't heard this song in a while. Like just
Yeah.
enough shuffle.
Yeah. I think the DJ is a little too repetitive for me. But I
It's yeah.
go
If you listen for a long time, yeah.
but I go through, periods where I do the daily mixes. You get 6 daily mixes a week. I get with all different kinds of music on them. So you've got the day,
Hmm.
and they change every day. You've got the daily mixes. You've got the weekly Discover Weekly that always brings you in new songs. But
There's so many options.
exactly, there's so many options. I don't know how you feel like Spotify is repetitive.
Exactly.
It makes
Also,
no
Tubby and I
sense to
share
me.
Spotify, so I can't use it like I want to. I don't understand how you're doing that, Ronald. I
Mm-mm.
like I could share like me and Wayne share the Amazon Prime video account. Anytime we're on Hulu, we use the same profile on Hulu or whatever, or like Disney or Netflix, any of that.
I don't
I have no
understand how you,
problem.
I don't understand how you do that. Your father and I do not share a profile on anything. We have a separate Amazon accounts. We have separate um, Spotify profiles. We have a family Spotify, which because you're on the family
Yes.
Spotify. But I'm saying this for the people. We have the family plan Spotify that my son plays for. So we all have separate profiles on Spotify. Anything that lets you have a separate profile, we have separate profiles.
I don't mind on like YouTube and Disney and stuff. Sorry, I was looking at my dog has discovered that he can crawl under the bed, and the other dog doesn't understand it and doesn't like it. But on
But
like
you have separate Google accounts, so why
we
would you
do.
have the same YouTube?
Oh, YouTube, no. Not on YouTube. So sorry if I accidentally said that. Not YouTube. We have different YouTubes. But like Netflix, Google or Amazon Prime, all of that. Anything that's like show related, TV related, I don't mind sharing an account because I don't really look at the recommended stuff. I just be scrolling. Like I'm not looking at what you're recommending me. So if it like if all Wayne watches is like Trailer Park Boys, The Boys, and Invincible, and it's just recommending more shows like that, I don't care because that's not what I'm looking at. I'm going straight down to like family, like kids and family movies, or like whatever musicals, like whatever I want to look for. I'll browse through the categories. But on music, he has his own unpaid Spotify. He has his own free Spotify that he uses to listen to stuff. Because I am not about to mess up my music playlist. I got so upset because I told you we have the Spotify playlist at work. So I would start a jam on the computer at work so that I could like add songs from my phone if I'm like across the store. I don't feel like walking all the way over to the computer. Messed up my stuff. It started recommending stuff that everybody's playing in the store, and I'm like, nope, not doing that anymore. No, no, thank you. Don't want. Do not want.
I'm surprised you didn't get messed up when we did our vacation playlist.
I'm also surprised that that didn't mess me up, but I think because we really only listened to that playlist like twice, and we listened to like each song like once, that it wasn't like, oh, you're listening to a lot of this. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, but so yeah, that's my new favorite. I like the morning routine prompt on Spotify, and I like the this day in music history. I like your brother likes. He's tried a couple of the prompts, and he likes the little um because they give you little things on there. Oh, it went back to 2018. So it
Ooh.
went back even earlier. Good. Maybe it'll go back earlier tomorrow. Because it started at 2019 and then came down 20, 21, 22, 23
Gotcha.
on the playlist. Today it started on 2018. But
So yeah, maybe it'll keep. It's just having trouble researching. It's got to do the research
it's
to
doing
find
its
it.
research. But like for the first song on my This Day in Music History, it says April 15th, 2018 was a late evening on phone oldies soul run. This kicked it off in that warm classic pocket lane. It's like it's like AI nonsense, but it's mildly
Yes.
amusing.
What do those words mean? What do you mean?
It's mildly amusing, and
Also,
it tells you that it with for some reason it's obsessed with telling me whether I was playing it on the desktop or on my phone or on my tablet or on my speaker. I don't care, but it likes to
oh,
tell me that.
okay, yeah. I mean, mine does that too. It'll because when I go to the farmers market, which we need to cut in a little bit, but when I go to the
Mm-hmm.
farmers market, I play the music over the speakers in the room because it
Mm-hmm.
was Lori playing it, but she has to have her phone on her, and the
Mm-hmm.
Bluetooth on that speaker is bunk, and so even if she's right beside the speaker, it'll kind of cut out. And so what I do is I take my old phone and plug it in directly with an aux cord. And so I play my Spotify from that, but then I use my current phone, since they're connected to the same Spotify account, to like if I want to skip a song, add a song to the queue, yada
Mm-hmm.
yada. Um, but wait, no, where did I start this? What were we talking about? I did an explanation and then lost track of where I was going.
About Spotify telling you where you're playing the song.
Oh yeah. So it says like at the bottom like, oh, it's playing on your current Motorola 5, or my old phone is called Magrathea because I love
Oh
Hitchhiker's
yeah,
Guide to the
it's
Galaxy.
yeah,
So
it
it'll say
always
like,
tells me where it's playing on the bottom, but I'm saying in the playlist
oh,
in this little prompt thing, it'll tell me, okay, this was a day when you were playing a bunch of songs on speaker and you were playing a bunch of soul songs and this was the first one up.
Why do you need to know? Okay, now I understand. That is confusing.
Uh-huh.
So it's saying like 2 years ago you were playing this out loud on a speaker?
Yes. Why?
Like,
Ronald gave up on his Candy Crush games, Candy Crush Soda, and what else?
oh, and he says
He's
he's obsessed with jewel coloring. I dropped jewel coloring. It's still on my phone, but I don't know. I keep getting frustrated. Like, it'll be very calming at first, and then I'll end up down in the nitty gritty where I'm like just moving one diamond at a time, and I'm like, no, this is irritating. This is irritating.
Yeah, I tried doing regular coloring because before I got back into my coloring books, I was doing coloring on my iPad,
Mm-hmm.
and I was into that for a brief period, like maybe a few months. And for some reason, I tried to go back to it recently, and it's like it doesn't. It's not the same. It just
Mm.
doesn't feel
Yeah.
the same as coloring on a piece of paper. I just prefer to put the ink to paper. And I ran out of another marker I had to toss.
Ooh.
But
Do we
Well-
have anything else? Was there anything else on the list?
nope, that's it.
We cleared the list. Inbox 0.
We cleared the list.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us today. Sorry, I'm working on another chicken. And this, I might have to put this down. It's the scrubby yarn is scratching up my finger.
Yeah.
It's driving me crazy. But thank you everyone for joining us today. If you made it this far, you know the YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. In the comments, what were your tiny delights for this week? I think a few people put them in the chat. But what were your tiny delights? Did you also pull a giant glob of earwax out of your ear this week? Did you discover the Drizzlicious and they're so delicious and you need to try them? Ari made it back just in time for us to leave.
Oh,
We're getting
poor
out of here.
Ari.
But everybody, girl, sorry, my dog is scratching her ear behind me. Everybody, put your tiny delights in the chat, and we will see you next week. And don't forget, we're going to be putting out episodes of Tiny Bookshop, so keep an eye out on the channel for that.
Cool.
Anything else?
Nope. I gotta go get food.
Me too. I'm hungry.